Everybody is looking for alternative energy, renewable energy, and putting windmills off the coast of New Jersey, miles off the coast of New Jersey, sounds like a pretty good idea, right? Not according to New Jersey regulators, who have rejected the only company so far who has put together a proposal. And Paul Gallagher is with that company. He is the chief operating officer from Fisherman's Energy. And you wanted to put, what, 5 windmills off the coast of Atlantic City?
Yes, 5 turbines off the coast of Atlantic City.
And you came up with this plan, you did your due diligence, you got money from the federal government, and you went with this plan to New Jersey, and what did they say?
Well, we've been at the BPU, the Board of Public Utilities, since 2011, and they have rejected us on 2 separate occasions. We have taken the case to the Appellate Division of the Superior Court, and they recently upheld the BPU. They gave deference to the expertise of the agency. We disagreed, and we're proceeding to the Supreme Court to appeal those decisions.
And you just filed to the Supreme Court last week?
Just recently, yes.
It seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong with this, it seems like their major problem is not the project itself and not the windmills. They agree with that, but your affiliation, or at least your past affiliation, I don't know if you've broken it yet, I know you're willing to, with a Chinese company.
We did have a partner, a Chinese company, and one of the objections that BPU had was that they didn't think that company had financial integrity. They're a huge company. They're essentially the General Electric of China. But the BPU said that we hadn't provided them with financial documents in English, which we had. And that the BPU also thought our price was too high. However, the price they evaluated us on was about 1/3 higher than the price we actually had submitted. So we think we've met the test of a 2010 statute. The BPU has inaccurately applied the facts to the case, and we hope the Supreme Court will take a close look at that.
Is there something else going on? Is your suspicion that there's something else going on?
Well, I think it's hard to be first. I think that we live in a world where oil, gas, and coal interests have a lot of influence. I think doing anything for the first time is always difficult.
And yet, there's wind farms already in Atlantic City. When you drive into Atlantic City, you see the wind farms. And I guess they're interesting when you first see them, but they can be considered an eyesore, especially after they age for a while. Putting them out into the ocean seems like an alternative for alternative energy. So I would think it would be something the state would want to do. Do they have that desire?
Well, first of all, I was the project manager for the Atlantic City wind farm, the Jaws project, and I'm very familiar with that project, and it's been a phenomenal success. It'll be 10 years old this December, and it's been a tremendously successful project. And the people of Atlantic City talk about those wind farms as if they're their own. And I have friends at Borgata who will admit to me that people do come in and ask for wind farm rooms in the hotel. Now, that used to be a view of a wastewater treatment plant, but now Harrah's and Borgata's have rooms that overlook the wind farm that people come and ask for. Now, I think they still look good after 10 years, and I do think that in the ocean, they will have an impact on the visual horizon. But they're throughout Europe, they're throughout England. People who go to Denmark say the ones in the harbor of Copenhagen are beautiful. So beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and most people who see them and recognize them and understand that they work find them to be beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
you very much for being in here. As your case makes it to the Supreme Court, please come back.
And if your daughter needs any help, have her give me a call.
I absolutely will. Thank you very much. Paul Gallagher is the Chief Operating Officer from Fisherman's Energy. I'll also take another look at that at the wind farm. I'll get the Borgata view of the wind farm to give it another look. When we come back, New Jersey has a Hall of Fame, and wait till you hear the names that are in it. It goes well beyond Sinatra and Springsteen when Jersey Matters continues.